Here we go. Here we go. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit like and the subscribe button. Here we have another crazy story. Bayzoo. Everybody know about Bayzoo by now. If you don't know about Bayzoo by now, well, go look it up. He's no longer around. Yeah, he's from Chicago. In his mind, he thought he was a tough guy. Maybe he was a tough guy. Imagine that. Imagine being a tough guy. But don't forget, every minute, every second, a brand new tough guy is being born. Imagine that. Imagine a brand new tough guy being born. Don't forget, these individuals are delusional. They're the tough guys in their minds. But at the same time, sometimes they really be about that life. When I mean be about that life, I mean willing and ready to throw it all away 1 second. Imagine that. Imagine willing, ready to throw it all away in 1 second. Yeah. Don't forget, these individuals, they're tough guys in their minds. Once they go to jail, they say, you know what? Wow, I'm not a tough guy. I realize I'm not a tough guy anymore. Imagine that. Imagine having to go to jail for a lot of these individuals to realize they're not tough guys anymore. So that's what happened to Bayzoo. Bayzoo, when he was on the streets, when he was younger, in his younger days, he thought, you know what? He's roaring like a lion, beating his chest, ooh, 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 like King Kong. Ooh, ooh. I'm the baddest man around. Imagine being the baddest man around. Don't forget, these individuals, they're delusional. Bayzoo, he was delusional when he was a younger fellow. When he was a younger fellow, they said Bayzoo, he used to indulge in all type of criminal activities. Imagine that. Imagine indulging in all type of criminal activities when you were younger. Yup, that's who Bayzoo was. Believe it or not, Bayzoo was the type of individual who would go in and out of jail on a regular basis. Frequent. Imagine going to jail frequently. But yes, that's who Bayzoo was. Don't forget, he's from the streets. And you can't be from the streets if you don't go to jail for city reasons. Don't forget, if you don't go to jail for city reasons, no one will respect you. Imagine that. Imagine not getting respected by people who don't know their own fathers. Let me not say that. Imagine that. Imagine me rude and disrespectful. I mean, people who don't, who sleep, do they sleep on the couch? Or do they have their own beds? I don't know. Imagine that. I have to admit, some of them probably sleep on the couch. Some of them sleep on the bed. Imagine that. Imagine sleeping on the couch. And they go outside in society and say, you know what, I'm that guy. I'm the man. I just got off the couch though. But either way, let's get back to Bayzoo. They said Bayzoo in his younger days, he was a notorious trigger puller. And he used to be proud of it. He used to brag about it all the time. Rap about it. Matter of fact, I think I've heard one time, I haven't heard him singing about it. Imagine that. Imagine Bayzoo singing about something. Yeah, I got him. I saw him walking down the park. And then I got him. I'm just talking, that's it. I never heard Bayzoo singing. Bayzoo, he was a rapper. He wasn't a regular rapper though. He was from the trenches. Like where Lil Durk is from, the trenches. Me, you're from the slums, down and outers. Of course, down and outers go to jail. They play with firearms. Imagine playing with firearms. Bayzoo was a notorious trigger puller when he was younger. He went to jail many times. Few years here, dropped off a couple of babies. A few years here, dropped off a couple of other babies. You know how he did his thing. These gangsters, sometimes they could only stay out of jail for 6 months. Believe it or not, I heard that if you're a real gangster, staying out of jail before going back in within 6 months, it's like you're on the right track. Imagine being on the right track. But let's get back to it though. Bayzoo, he was on the right track and he was on the wrong track at the same time. Bayzoo was one of those individuals. He had talent. He was a good rapper. Plus he was known by celebrities and known by criminals also. Known for doing bad things to other people. Imagine that. Imagine known for doing bad things to other people. I'll never forget, I was watching a Bayzoo interview. He said, you know what? You got to watch your surroundings because you have to worry about the things that you did 20 years ago, 20 years ago. Imagine that. Imagine still have to worry about the things you did 10, 15, 20 years ago. Makes it even worse. Bayzoo was still in his own city. You would think he unalived individuals allegedly. He said he got off though. Imagine that. He bragged about it. He said, I beat that case. I beat that. Called a body. You know they call him Harvey? Everybody was Harvey. Bayzoo was bragging about getting away with catching a body. I have to admit, he was somewhat disrespectful. Imagine me somewhat disrespectful. But either way, Bayzoo said he knew how to move in the city. Just like FBG Duck. Just like every other individual from Chicago. Matter of fact, should I name somebody else? Should I name somebody else who said he knew how to move in the city? What about FBG Cash? Imagine that. Should I name somebody else? Should I name somebody else? How about Dex Osama from out of Detroit? Should I name somebody else? Should I name somebody else? How about that guy right there? What was his name again? I forgot. Imagine that. Imagine forgetting somebody's name. Somebody who said they knew how to move in their city. Don't forget. I'm going to tell you his name right now. What was his name again? What was his name again? Imagine that. I mean, you know what? Chinks drugs. Imagine that. I keep going down the list. Who else said they knew how to move good in their city? Who said that? Who said that? Who else said that? What about I mean, I can't remember. I mean, you know what? I don't want to keep talking about it. I mean, I can name a whole lot of people. I just want to name certain individuals, though. What about Jimmy Wapple? Imagine Jimmy Wapple. He knew how to move good in the city, in his mind. These individuals be delusional in their minds. Bayzoo was delusional in his mind. Bayzoo said he unalived individuals in a city, and he went back. Imagine going back to a city. How big could a city be? It can't be that big. Chicago's kind of big, but is it that big? Is it that big, though? Is it big enough when you gotta drive 52 minutes to get to a corner store? 55 minutes? Imagine that. Imagine saying, I'm not going there. I gotta drive so far. I'm not trying to get a speeding ticket. I'm driving so far, but no. Everything, imagine that. They said, you know what? Let's get back to it. We're not trying to get off the topic. Let's get back to it. So Bayzoo, they say he was a notorious trigger puller. He said it too. He bragged about it. So Bayzoo be gone right now. I mean, is it one of those things right there? It's one of those gang life things. Or should we be sorry for? Or should we feel sorry for Bayzoo? Bayzoo said he was proud of taking other individuals away from their family. Should we be sad for somebody that may be? Imagine that. Imagine being sad for somebody who took people from away from their family. I'm just talking, that's it. But I'll say, I don't know. Only thing I do know, Bayzoo's no longer here. individuals Bayzoo used to brag about doing something to. He's where they at right now. Imagine that. Is Bayzoo gonna try to do it again after? Imagine that. I'm just talking. That's it. So disrespectful. It's so disrespectful, I have to admit. But either way, Bayzoo said he caught a body and got off. The next time they said crime no paper, I see him do it, I see him do it. Imagine that. They said Bayzoo's gone now. Imagine that. Bayzoo said, you know what? I ain't gone. And I'm hanging out with those folks that I did something to. Imagine that. Imagine hanging out with those folks that she did something bad to.